Hello my dear students. Today we are going to learn grammar lesson verbs and their kinds. Already we learn about that verbs and their kind, but today we will again revise this topic. A verb may be defined as a word that shows possession, existence and action. That verbs, it tells us about possession. Possession means your own, about your own. Existence means that tells us about life, and action, it tells us about our action. Okay, we see example here. I have two red pens and a blue one. Means it tells us, means that I tells us about his possession. Means he have two pens, means his own things. He is a lawyer. Is, that is tells us about his life. Okay, that subject tells us about his life, means is. With the help of am is are, we are telling about existence. The boys were fighting. Fighting is the action. It tells about the action. The soldiers fought bravely. It's action of soldier fought. Okay, these are also tells us about the action. I am tired. That also tells us about the existence. Okay, like this way, these are the some example that tells us about possession, existence and action. Now kinds of verb. Means verb may be classified as a finite and non-finite verb. First we are going to see finite verb. Verbs that are limited by number and person, it is called finite verb. Means verbs that are limited by number, person of the subject are said to be finite verb. Means it also we are saying the verb limited by number and person of the subject and tense are said to be finite verb. Now see, here is given some example. He is a student, means it is limited by number. He, it is a third person singular, that's why verb is. Means with the he, see, it, we are using is. And we, to, are, means we is the plural form of subject. That's why if there is a plural form of subject, means we, you or they, that time we are using are for the plural. Means because if their subject change, then that verb form also change there. See in this first example. Then my aunt lives in Pune. My aunt is a third person singular. Okay, and that's why here means if there is a third person singular, it takes the yes or es form of the verb. Okay, yes or es form of the verb, and that's why here is lives. My aunt lives in a Pune. Here is not my aunt live, because if there is my aunts, then we are writing there live, but here is third person singular only, my aunt. That's why we are writing there yes form of the verb. They like mangoes, but she likes pineapple. See now, here also. They is a plural. That's why here is like. And she is a singular, third person singular. That's why here is yes form of the verb. Yes or yes. Okay, like this way. If the tense change, if the subject change, if the number change, then verb form also change. These verbs is called finite verb. Now non-finite verb. Verbs that are not limited by number and person of the subject are said to be the non-finite verb. Means these verbs, if the tense change, if the number change, if the person change, then also if the then also its form is not going to change. Non-finite verb that can be divided into infinitive, gerund and participle. Okay, infinitive, gerund and participle, means it is past participle and present participle, like this way. Now see, here is given some example. Means here tense change, subject change, then also its form, means that verb form is not change, because these are the gerund, participle and these are the gerund and participle and infinitive. That's why this form is not change. These remain same. Being a student, being means as a subject used there, it's a gerund. Okay, gerund used as a subject or as a object. Okay, being a student, I got a travel concession. Okay, I got means it's a tense tense change. Then also it's form being. Okay. I saw some fish swimming in the river. Swimming is it's also a gerund. Okay. On entering the class, the teacher found the students reading. Means these are the gerund, entering and reading. Okay. Then my cousin is very fond of cycling. It is also gerund. Okay, after the preposition there is gerund. Of is the preposition and after the preposition there is gerund. Okay, means after preposition we are using gerund. And here is last sentence, there is a past participles. The printed booklet is torn. Printed booklet. Printed is the past participle and torn is also past participle. Like this way, these are the means participle and gerund and okay, infinitives example not given, but infinitive before the verb there is to. If there is an infinitive, then before the verb there is to. Okay, means before verb when we are using to, that time this verb is called infinitive. Okay, like this way, finite and non-finite. Then next is here is see it is second kinds of verb, transitive and intransitive. Means already last video I told about that. Means that transitive verb, when there is subject, verb and object, that time this verb is called transitive. Means that verb takes an object. There is okay. Means subject denoted when the action denoted by the verb passes through the subject to the object. Means whatever subject had done the action, that goes through the object. That time means there is, in short, there is subject, verb, object. That time this verb is called transitive verb. Means that structure of the sentence is subject, verb, object. Now here is given some example. The manager drives his car. Means the manager is the subject, drives is the verb and his car is the object. Okay. Or next day, teacher has explained this lesson. Teacher is the subject, has explained is the verb, has is the helping verb, explain is the main verb, and this lesson is the object. Like this way, whatever the subject done the action, this goes through the object. Okay, like this way, these verbs are called transitive verb. Then intransitive verb, when the action denoted by verb does not pass through the subject to the object. Means action denoted by the verb but does not go through the object. Means there is no object. There is no object. Means after that verb there is maybe adjective or adverb. Okay. That time this verb is called intransitive verb. Now see your example. The manager drives recklessly to office. Means here is recklessly is the adverb. Means after the verb, means it is a drives is the intransitive verb and after that there is a adverb. Nita has a new broom. New is the adjective. Okay, new is the adjective. Means like this way there is a adjective or adverb, or maybe there is no adjective or adverb. There is only subject and verb. That time these verbs is called intransitive verb. Like this way, these are the transitive and intransitive. These are important for your exam. Okay, finite and non-finite and transitive and intransitive. Now see, here is given some example. Say whether each of the verbs underlined below are finite or non-finite. We lack the confidence to see ourselves as a developed nation. See, lack. Lack is the finite verb. To see, it is a non-finite because here is before the verb there is to. That's why it is non-finite. And a developed nation. Developed is the past participle. It is also non-finite. Okay, like this way. Then we stand first in producing milk. Stand is the finite verb. Producing is the non-finite verb. Okay, means it is the participle, present participle. Like this way, these are the means we are saying that which is the finite and non-finite. Now see here is I want to live in a developed India. Want. It is the finite verb, and to live is the non-finite verb. Live before to live is the non-finite because it is infinitive. We prefer buying important things. Prefer. Prefer is the finite and buying is the non-finite. Okay, like this way these are the buying is the present participle. Okay, like this way we are saying that verb. Okay, it is finite or non-finite. Then here is given some exercise you have to solve in your notebook. Okay, thank you.